Hey, what's up? Kalen here. One of the questions that I get asked a lot for Commerce Hero, this is my new logo screen setup here, hopefully this is working, is so how do you find developers and how do you vet developers? So I want to talk about that a little bit. And of course this applies also to other people outside of developers. We work with project managers and even like sales types, gasp, sales types a little bit too. But so it's funny because initially it started off, I was like, I'm gonna build this algorithm and it's gonna be very complicated. I'm gonna have all these signals in the algorithm. And I did that and iterated on that. And in some ways I've simplified the way I look at things now, just from having done it, having placed so many people and just sort of the pattern recognition of it. I think I look at fewer things now. So I pay a lot of attention to where they've worked previously. If a developer has worked for an agency I know, or a reputable agency, that's a good sign. But then the next thing is, how long have they worked there? If they worked there for 3 months, that's usually a bad sign. If they work there for 2 or 3 years, that's a good sign. And so that's one of the major things I've looked at. I mean, one of the things I see recurred over and over is that, you know, if somebody's good, they're going to go quick. If somebody's good and they want to put themselves on the market, they're going to go quick. So if they're good and they have reasonable salary expectations, some people are really looking for that very, most they can possibly earn, which is awesome. More power to you. But those are going to be harder, or some people don't want to relocate, in certain areas and things like that. So in those cases, it's about finding like the perfect match kind of a thing, which can take time. But if they're available and reasonable salary expectations and they're good, they're going to go quick. So it's more of a matter of timing. And we connect with developers obviously through various ways. Having been connected in the community for a while, also just through LinkedIn stuff and through the podcast and stuff like that. And so people are always coming in and creating profiles and updating their preferences. And a lot of times we'll be the first stop for somebody that's sort of starting to put feelers out. They'll go in and update their profile. And it never ceases to amaze me how the extent to which people will go with the first offer that they get. I don't know if it's a developer mentality thing, but it's like you want to get that, you want to, be out of the job searching phase as quickly as humanly possible. It's just a timing thing, and I've seen things just move insanely fast. So I'll try to jump on those if I see somebody I know they're going to be good. So that's sort of the gist of it. It's gotten very simplified, and then the basic things are, look, are you front end, are you back end, do you know M2 or are you just doing M1? AWS DevOps is kind of another category, but those are the broad categories that I'm really looking at, and it's less about all of the tags you tag on your profile and all of the specifics. And the other thing is agency versus merchant. Some people have a strong preference for working for an agency versus a merchant. So there's really just a handful of factors that sort of matter, that I've kind of isolated down. And so that's kind of the process. It's actually not super scientific. I'd love for it to be more scientific eventually, but that's sort of the deal. So hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you're looking for a developer, Magento developer, you might as well go to commercehero.io and check it out.